with SG-1 to defeat them earlier tonight in a 2-0. SG-1 is going to be playing defense first. It is going to be Lizay on the Mercy. Seta is going to be playing the Lucio, Zappis on Soldier 76, Himsy on the Reaper, Mafu on Pharah, and Fraggy on Reinhardt. So single tank composition here, double support. I did not see a Roadhog here, but I think they don't feel like super comfortable running a single support composition here. Too much on the line.
All right, we'll take a look here at the offense as they set up for the side of Reunited. It's going to be Cruz here on the Lucio. I'm not convinced of Morte and Kib. No, Morte switches off. Morte will be on the Mercy. Winghaven on the Reinhardt. Unfixed on Pharah. Volataja on the Reaper. And Kib going to be in the Hanzo. And stop playing with our hearts. We want to see Zenyatta for real. Please, stop this.
No Zen for you.
Just feels bad, man. Bring back Zenyatta. Bring back everyone's favorite Robo-Monk. I know Torbjorn doesn't approve, but I approve. But here we go. We are underway. Kib right now on the Hanzo. Feast or famine. Looking for the early pickoffs if he can get them. Hanzo very good at getting those pickoffs, but if you don't get them, you just sort of look useless. As both teams get to the Kib just getting obliterated by Himsy in the back. Still though, back and forth, both teams down one player each, but Mafu now starting to turn it more in favor of the defense. But look at Morte. Morte here about to have a res. Will res up immediately. Lizay going to have a res up as well, but this is not the worst here for the offense. Oh no, Lizay, what have you done? Lizay getting picked off, did not need the dash in there. Put herself right in front of Volataja, and Volataja just devoured. All right, so defense still hanging in here, looking to stabilize. Here comes a barrage, Justice Ring from above. Morte running for her life, not able to get out of there. Kib, though, comes in, arrow to the back of Mafu. And this should be Reunited's right now. The res comes in, we'll see. But it's still Reunited with the momentum.
Huge Earth Shatter comes in, though. Kill feed turning all shades of red. Lizay goes down yet again.
So, I think even the last time we saw SG-1, one thing that we both picked up on is that Lizay he dies in situations that he probably shouldn't die in. He's been having a rough time as Mercy. It's not just the fact that Mercies get hunted. They get hunted a lot. You look at what happened there where he basically ran directly in front of the Reaper. You can't do that on Mercy. You will throw the game in this Mercy-centric meta.
Yeah, that's just a gift you're giving them. Now they're super late trying to take this second roof. In fact, Fraggy just thinks better of it. He missed the elevator on the way up. Are they going to try to get this again? Fraggy is going to take the slow ride up.
Yep, both sides fighting off offense versus defense. Fighting up on the rooftops, and this is pretty common here. Neither team wants to give up the high ground. The offense in decent position, but they're not really able to move forward as Mafu landing some super good rockets from the back. Came really close to taking out Volataja there, forced out the Wraith for him, and this is not looking too shabby at all.
They're just getting bullied off of this roof in a really weird spot. Zappis does get a kill, and Lizay goes down yet again, gets absolutely murked by Unfixed.
Oh my goodness. Mafu coming in. Mafu's being a hero, but if you can't keep your Mercy alive, it is for naught. Lizay dying early is terrible, and even then, SG-1 might be able to hold this out. They have gotten the kills that they need to get here. So we'll see. It's Mafu versus Unfixed. Kib, though, comes in with the slice and dice. And again, if Lizay is able to stay alive there, I feel like that's way different. He needs to be more cautious, is what it comes down to, because I feel like both the times SG-1 has lost team fights here, it's because Lizay just got picked off way too early.
Well, they're going to try to push in here one last time and stall this out. Fraggy comes in first. They're going to come up and over the top. Now, this is really gutsy from Mafu trying to take out a Pharah with a Mercy while he does not have his own.
Big Earth Shatter coming in now from the Reinhardt. Here comes the slice and dice. Not going to happen, though. It is immediately taken out as Himsy now going off with the Death Blossom. Takes out two. Mafu with the air support over the top. And that is going to be a very good wipe here from SG-1. They finally get some stabilization, and Lizay got a good res.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was a good res, because, I mean, it wasn't the most patient thing ever, but he did get a res off, which was important. I think he's getting it off just because I gotta do something with it. Someone's got to come up here. He did bring two up, and they were able to swing that fight. A lot of good damage coming out from Himsy and Mafu.
So defense has restabilized. We'll see if Lizay can stay alive for this next fight. As Zappis right now just laying in the damage on the Kib, making it not very comfortable to be a Genji at the moment. Winghaven now forcing this. He's moving in. Here comes the Sound Barrier, and here comes a Dragon Blade going in, searching for Lizay. Gonna go for Zappis instead. Down he goes. Has another dash from the reset. Takes out Lizay. Down she goes. Kib getting what needs to be done here on the Dragon Blade. There will be no res, and this should be Reunited's point.
Yeah, completely cleaned up. They're going to be able to grab this point in pretty quick order. Some delay comes out from Seta, but that's all Lucio can do there. They're going to have a pretty decent time to be able to set up on defense. I'd be surprised if they go anywhere past into this studio. Lizay's got to be careful. He's way out there. Whew. They should not be fighting here right now at all. Fraggy's going to pay for his life.
Absolutely.
Half of the team wanted to hold back, and the other half of the team was still in the studio fighting. Studio fighting, when this door opens, that's it. Like, you can't fight in front of this door. It's awful for you on defense. And you can maybe take high ground for a little bit and do some poke, but you got to get out. They got punished for not being out.
So the defense backing up, waiting for him to get back up. Has been very good progress coming out from Reunited, and Reunited has to feel happy about this offense so far. They've gotten what they've needed to get. They haven't really been stalled out too much, maybe one time. And they're moving forward, and they have a great opportunity of taking this in the next fight. They have a lot of ultimates to their name, so does the defense, but it will be even. It's 50-50, and the offense now speed boosting, looking for an opportunity. Speed boost goes away. The Voltage is still getting back off the speed boost. Looking now for Lizay. Lizay bites the dust. Voltage claims his prize. And now look at this. If Morte is able to stay alive, that might be all they need, as Justice now reigns in from Unfixed. Look at Morte. Morte stays alive. 3 people coming right back up. And despite Himzy's best efforts, there's only 3 defenders left now.
Yeah, they're going to finish this out again. Seta is on the cart trying to delay. That's all Lucio can do. Here comes the big res, though. Maybe a turning point.
The res does come in at the 11th hour, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Mafu coming out does have Barrage at the ready. Will he be the hero that SG-1 needs? Oh my goodness, is it happening? It came close, but Unfixed says absolutely not. Acts as air control, gets a triple kill, and that is going to be it. Reunited capping it in 6 minutes. Lizay needs to find a way of not dying. Not to get too much on the bandwagon, but he's had some problems.
Yeah, I mean, he put himself in a bad position here and there, and I don't know who's calling the shots here as well, but they were just in bad positions as a team overall. When your team's in bad positions, your Mercy's going to look worse, and that's just the bottom line to it. So it's never really just on one player, despite what Twitch chat thinks, despite how that's going to come out in Twitch chat. But really, a Mercy dying, yes, sometimes it is on the individual player, but if your team is in a bad position, your job is to still try to keep them alive. So really, you're guardian angeling 2 people who put you in a bad position. And when you're guarding angel over someone, the team sees that, they're going to stop shooting even at the person they're shooting at that you're going to. They're going to take down the Mercy.
I completely agree, but here's the thing that I'm going to point out, is that I agree that it's up to the team to protect the Mercy, but Lizay was just staying way too close. He was way too focused on always keeping the beam up. And there were points where the best example would be what happened on point A, where he didn't really need the fly in. Okay, someone's deep in. You can let people go as Mercy. You don't have to chase down everything. He blindly Guardian Angeled in and got himself killed. And even for the Reaper kill going on, Voltage was visible for a long time as he rushed in. That was not subtle. Lizay had plenty of time to Guardian Angel to someone else, but he was worried because the person he was healing took damage. It's okay to let people die as Mercy.
Yeah.
You have a resurrection for that reason. Don't put yourself in danger just to get that last few ticks of healing.
That's a good point. It's a lot of really high-end Mercies now will sort of kind of ignore the beam, and when they're at like 80% and they know they need to get that res up to save their team, they bust out the pistol. Actually, aim and pistol play on Mercies become really important as far as the high-end meta and the high-end support play.
Well, offense now on the way out. It's going to be Seta here on the Lucio. Followed up by Lizay on the Mercy, Fraggy on the Reinhardt, Zappis on Zarya, Himzy on the Roadhog, and Mafu going to be the last piece here on the Pharah, and they're going to look to beat this time just set by Rogue, which is a pretty quick time, under 6 minutes remaining already. We'll see if they can do it.
Definitely some chip damage. Fraggy is taking a ton of damage on that shield early on.
Oh my goodness, they're still going in. They're not just poking, they are going fully in. Himzy able to take out Voltage early. That engine DPS is not going to be up. But Morte, he has the res up. Will he be able to get Volataja back up? The res is in. Volataja back in the fight. Morte's so good at getting the res up pretty darn quickly here as Volataja and Winghaven, they died early, but they're back in the fight. Winghaven getting the double kill. Volataja getting to the back line, laying damp shot after shot into this Reinhardt, but Fraggy, the WMS1, reigning supreme. 3 kills here for SG-1. Oh my goodness, someone stop Fraggy and his axe.
These tanks, this has been a staple of SG-1 as well. When they're playing their best, their tanks are going absolutely off. It's one of the few teams with a really strong tank carry. I guess Cloud9 can be up there too, but they get outshined a little bit by Shore4 and Reaver sometimes. But Himsy and Fraggy are second to none as far as the core of your team, the tank play, and they showed it right there. Not only are they good at staying alive and doing what tanks need to do, they can really dish out the damage when called upon.
Well, offensive SG-1, they did get that in the time they needed to get, but they need to keep up the momentum. This was a quick time set by Rogue. They're moving up to the top right now. Mafu looking for a bit of pickoff. Almost takes out Reaper there. Beautiful concussive blast rocket combo to set that up, and see what the offense does. The offense right now, they actually stopped moving the payload, so at some point they need to take this rooftop. They're not really going for it too hard right now. They need to. Soundbear coming out from both sides. Both teams taking the initiative right now as they move forward. Zappis actually for the offense does have a Graviton Surge at the ready. Not a great opportunity for yet, but it's going to come in. Will pull in 2. Justice Ring from above from Mafu takes out Volataja on Unfix before going down himself. Pretty brawly, but this is working out entirely in favor of SG-1 right now, as Himsy just going off with the whole hog.
It's Himsy yet again. Yes, there was a giant barrage that came out from Mafu, and the Graviton was nice to clean it up, but neither of them were able to kill Morte until Himsy came in towards the end, got his whole hog going, able to take out Morte, which prevents them from getting the heals. I guess the Resurrection had come off already. Himsy with another quick pick takes down Unfix.
Hammer coming down here from the defensive Earthshatter. Winghaven moving in. WMouse1. Winghaven, why are you getting so much value right now? Gets the double kill. Rezo coming up here from the offense. The offense not out of it just yet. Mafu coming in over the top looking for the pickoff. Lands one big rock on the Kib. Does not land the second. Both teams brawling out on the point. The Sound Barrier coming out from both ends as well. Everyone breaking it down. As pandemonium as both teams looking for advantage. Fraggy, though, has Earthshatter now at the ready. One first to build up another ult in this fight. Hammer comes down, and that's 3 people knocked down, and a big charge to boot. Dude, Fraggy just swinging the hammer.
Hey, this triple tank is doing a ton of work for him. It used to struggle a little bit sometimes because you could roll a double Reaper into it and be fine. Volataja should be feasting right now on these triple tanks. He's getting some work done. They might need to get off of this Genji and add something in that better heals with tanks. I think even McCree would be better here. You could do anything, but there's just not enough burst damage to take these tanks down. They're rolling through.
They're moving through, and SG-1 has 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here as they move forward. That is a lot of time as they go forward. This is pretty darn good. Kib right now going to try and add some sanity here to the defense. Does have Dragon Blade at the ready. And he's going deep into the backline looking for an opportunity. The offense already has 2 kills, so he needs to get something. Will take out Lizay. Gets the double kill on the Frag. He's still slicing and dicing. Good play from Kib. He's been quiet for a lot of the day, but he definitely went off there, set up his team for glory, and now Seda trying to run away. Oh no, you could have finished him. Just one more shuriken. You know what? He let him survive so he would tell the tale. Others will be intimidated.
Old natural born killers right there.
All right, well, Lucio didn't die. He is coming right back with the rest of his team. A pretty good reset here coming out from the side of SG-1. They have Sound Barrier at the ready. Cruz does not, so
let's break it.
SG-1, big opportunities here. They're moving forward. Zappis now on the McCree. Not able to take out the Genji just yet. Genji giving him a little bit of trouble. Does go right through him. Still alive. Gets to the backfield. But Morte has gone down. Mafu got that pick off. Mafu piling on 3 kills here. There will be no res. And SG-1 Hex, they are in process of doing it. They have a minute left here. They get to the point and reunited. They are just all out of sorts at the moment.
Yeah, they've got those lockdown ults I talked about. Their whole hog is up and ready. They do have Resurrection too, as long as Lizay can stay alive. Morte is far away from it. Cape goes down super early in this fight.
Shot goes down. Lizay, look at Lizay. Lizay staying way far back. This is much better position coming out for Lizay. Not even worried about healing people up because he can just come in and drop the res. He's going to do that right now. Brings up the Fallen. The Justice rains from above. Mafu looking to put the dagger in the heart of Reunited. Reunited facing elimination. They need to hold for 40 more seconds right now, Hex.
Yeah, but they're getting absolutely cleaned up here. Himsy was.
They're doing it. They're bringing it right back. It was looking great for SG-1, but off of some last-second heroics, they were able to move in. The sound barrier from Cruz set them up, and Hex, the dagger's not going to the heart. Reunited is staying alive. They need to hold for 10 more seconds, and they have this.
It's gonna be close, but it's gotta be Reunited here as long as they don't just die all instantly. That's 2 quick kills for their side as well.
Our timer's a little bit slow. Reunited has it. And that's why GGs are being called. So really close. It looked like it was SG-1's to take towards the end. Final heroics coming out from Cruz and company, and Reunited going to move on to face Creation Esports in our lower bracket final. But good showing from SG-1 here today.
Well, they get revenge on SG-1, who beat them, you know, earlier today, 2-0 to send them down to the lower bracket. They end up losing this very close game on Hollywood. I still think SG-1 is a probably underrated team in most people's eyes. Maybe I overrate them. I don't know. I find them extremely fun to watch. I think their tank play is second to none on any roster. So good job from them. But it is going to be Reunited moving on to Creation Esports. That will be a best of 3 coming right up right now.
Really good